Okay, today what we're doing is we're going to build a Z-bar for a horse that has a medial laceration in the hoof. So we're going to just take what I'm using here is I need the breakover to come back on this horse, so I'm going to use an equilibrium shoe that'll help with my breakover, and we're just going to pre-fit this keg shoe like we normally would, and then we're going to build the Z-bar for in between it. Okay, after I get the shoe shaped, what we're going to do now is we're going to mark where I want that Z-bar to lie inside the shoe to where we can relieve all the pressure off of the affected area. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you have your center of your toe and up in front of the crack to where you know that the Z-bar can fit. Okay, here comes the trickiest part of this whole shoe. Watch your center line in your toe and watch your quarters where you want the bar to extend. Come down straight across from where that bar is going to go across, and then take it back to your good heel diagonally. Now bring your Z-bar over to your two edges. Keep your bar square. Then you come halfway in, about the thickness of the frog, and then come back out to the heel. The importance on that lateral heel is to make sure that you come out wide enough to where you're covering the whole heel. You have to be on the outside of that shoe. You can always grind that off. I mark it to the inside, but know that I got to come off to the outside now. That's where I'm marking there now. So make sure that that bar on the side of the infected area has got plenty of room to where you can support that heel out there. All right, now we're going to get ready to cut that bar out. Okay, when cutting out these Z-bars, I try to stay on the outside of the line to make sure that it's not too tall to begin with. You can always grind down any excess that you need. Go ahead and cut out your Z-bar. Make sure that on your heel that has a laceration that you stay wide enough to where the heel bowl and the heel will be covered. Now that we've got the Z-bar cut out, all we're trying to do now is clean up all the edges to where we don't have any rough edges or sharp edges to where we cut anything on the hoof capsule or on a human that grabs their foot and cleans it out. Just make sure that you stay on the outside of your lines. Okay, now that we're welding the Z-bar into the shoe, once again you have to make sure that you keep that tongue and the point of the frog up into the center of your toe where you had it measured earlier. Then we can get it welded up and then grind down the welds and make it ready for the foot. Grinding the shoe up after it's all been welded up. Make sure you got good welds on both sides. It's easier to grind off the weld than it is to try to keep it from not sticking. So after we do this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the Equipack. So we need to apply the mesh onto the shoe. I use a spray adhesive glue onto the foot surface side of the shoe to where I can get that mesh to stick and hold into place while I'm nailing the shoe up. So we're going to go ahead and cut the excess part of that mesh off and get it ready for the glue up. Here we're applying the glue, and I just spray a little bit on. That mesh will stick right to it and hold it into place. That way you're not having to fight it while you're trying to nail to keep it into position. Especially on the Z-bar where you don't want any mesh up underneath the affected area. Take your scissors and just cut off all the excess. You shouldn't have any problem. trim it up, come right on around. Now that we have our shoe built and ready to nail on, we need to take the final preparations on getting that hoof capsule back to the way we want to where we can nail it up. Got to lower that medial side just a touch to make sure that I don't keep any pressure on the exterior part of that wall. So have to just drop it just medial just a touch. All right, now we're going to go ahead and nail up. We're going to go ahead and utilize as many nail holes as we possibly can. Most likely only get 2 on the medial side, and then we should be able to get our 3 on the lateral side. I also used a side clip shoe to help hold everything on and in place while we're doing this. Now that we've got the hoof nailed up, we're going to go ahead and get the foot ready for Equipack. What I use is Play-Doh or my Forstner's hoof packing to pack into that void to make sure that I don't get any Equipack in or around the infected area that we're trying to keep soft. Now with the foam board, I don't buy the ones that are already glued or taped, so I go ahead and either spray adhesive on it to where it sticks to the shoe, or now use double-sided carpet tape to where I can just put 2 strips down and that pad will stick to that shoe the way I need it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fill the hoof with the Equipack. Always use blue Equipack when you're filling to the ground. The pink seems to tear out too fast if you don't use the blue. So let's go ahead and get that filled all the way up, come all the way back. Some guys will drill a hole in that Z-bar a little bit to make it look like a 3D pad. You can do that if you like, but I don't think it's really that necessary. Let the horse load that foot to where we get the whole foot covered and we're in good shape. Okay, now that we've got our Equipack where it's all set up, what we're going to do is go ahead and clean that extra Play-Doh out. If you use your Forstner's hoof packing, I just leave it in there. It'll wear out and it won't hurt anything. Then just cut all the excess off of the foam board around. I leave the foam board on, tell the owners that I'd prefer it to stay on there for 24 hours anyway. Horse will naturally wear it out and you're in good shape. Once you get all your Play-Doh cleaned out of there, you're good to go. Not have any problems. Good luck.